My ex tried to ruin my reputation, so I ruined his wedding instead. Darren and I dated for 3 years. He was charming, ambitious, and had this way of making everyone in the room gravitate toward him. I thought I was lucky. Turns out I was just naive. When I caught him cheating with his coworker Melissa, I didn't make a scene. I quietly packed my things and left. I figured we were done, and I could move on with some dignity intact. I should have known he wouldn't let me go that easily. Within a week, my phone started buzzing with concerned friends asking if the rumors were true. Apparently, Darren was telling everyone I'd been stealing from his credit cards and sleeping with his best friend. He claimed he'd been planning to break up with me for months because of my erratic behavior. The lies spread fast. Coworkers started avoiding me. My boss called me in for a chat about maintaining professional standards. My landlord mentioned hearing disturbing things about my character when I tried to renew my lease. Darren had systematically poisoned every corner of my life. When I confronted him, he just smiled. "Maybe next time you'll think twice before walking out on me," he said. That's when I decided to get creative. I knew Darren better than anyone. His biggest fear was public humiliation, especially in front of his wealthy family. His wedding to Melissa was going to be the social event of the year. 200 guests, country club venue, his father paying for everything. I started small. I created a fake Instagram account and began following his wedding photographer, florist, and caterer. I learned every detail of their perfect day. Then I went to work. I called the venue, pretending to be Melissa's assistant, and moved their ceremony up by 2 hours. I contacted the DJ and requested he play Darren's ex-girlfriend's favorite song. The one he used to say reminded him of me during their first dance. But the masterpiece was the slideshow. I knew Darren's cousin was handling the reception presentation. I also knew he was terrible with technology and always asked for help. So I offered to assist, claiming I was a photographer friend of Melissa's family. The slideshow was supposed to showcase their love story. Instead, I included screenshots of Darren's dating profile, still active during our relationship, and the text he'd sent to multiple women, including the one where he called Melissa a placeholder until something better comes along. I buried these slides deep in the presentation, right after the sweet childhood photos, but before the romantic couple shots. On their wedding day, everything unfolded beautifully. The guests arrived confused about the time change. Half the family missed the ceremony. The DJ played my song, and I watched from across the street as Darren's face turned red during their awkward first dance. But the real show started during dinner. As the slideshow began, guests smiled at baby photos and laughed at awkward teenage pictures. Then came my contributions. The room went silent as Darren's dating profile filled the screen. His texts to other women followed, including the recent ones to his coworker, not Melissa. Melissa stood up, her face white with shock. Darren lunged for the laptop, but his cousin was frozen in horror. The room erupted. Melissa's father started shouting. Darren's mother fainted. Someone threw a dinner roll. I slipped away before anyone could trace it back to me. 2 days later, Melissa called. She'd found my number through mutual friends. "Thank you," she said quietly. I needed to see who he really was. She filed for annulment that week. Darren's reputation never recovered. The humiliation at his own wedding became legendary in our social circle. His father cut him off financially, and Melissa shared the texts with everyone who mattered. Meanwhile, people started questioning his stories about me. The truth came out, and my reputation was quietly restored. Last month, I ran into him at a coffee shop. He looked tired and defeated. "You destroyed my life," he said bitterly. I looked at him calmly. "No, I just made sure everyone could see what you'd already become." As I walked away, I heard him mutter something about revenge. I turned back and smiled. "Darren, honey, that wasn't revenge. That was justice."